The crocodile's head rose up out of the water slowly, the end of its snout just feet away. Bill turned to face the massive monster's open maw. He froze. Panic took hold. If he didn't do something quick, he'd be its next meal. Hello, I'm author and teacher Sean C. McMurray, and it's time for a cool story. Bill was from the mountains of Virginia, raised in not much more than a shack by a single father after his mother passed away when he was young. Bill didn't have much of an education beyond the 6th grade, so when he was drafted in 1950 and sent off to fight in Korea at 19 years old, there was much of the wider world he hadn't seen. After some close calls and hard fighting in the Korean peninsula, Bill was eventually stationed on an island in the Pacific, and it was here that Bill would come face to face with a creature he'd only heard about. While alone on patrol one night near some brackish water, Bill got the distinct feeling he wasn't alone. After growing up in the woods and a year of combat experience, Bill knew not to ignore that familiar twist in his gut. He gripped his rifle and turned. Peering into the dark, all he saw was a nearly full moon reflecting off the calm water beyond a thin wall of reeds. Not a ripple, not a sound, aside from the nocturnal call of the crickets. Despite the hairs on his arms standing up, Bill steadied himself and continued his march. He'd only taken a few steps when subtle movement out of the corner of his eye seized his attention. There among the reeds, something inched closer to him. The night fell silent. His heart pounding his chest, Bill slowly backed away from the shoreline and raised his rifle to his shoulder. At first, Bill could only make out a silhouette of the creature, but as the reeds parted under the girth of the beast, its full form took shape. Longer than an army jeep and nearly as wide, the giant saltwater crocodile slowly lifted its head out of the water, the moonlight now glinting off the sharp ridges of its back. The beast opened its mouth and let out a guttural hiss from deep within its belly. Facing the massive crocodile's gaping maw, Bill froze. Panic took hold. The black eyes of the crocodile rolled back as the beast curled its tail in preparation to strike. With only a split second to act, Bill made a quick decision that may have saved his life. Unsure if the bullets of his rifle would even pierce the animal's thick hide, Bill reached into a pouch of his jacket and grabbed one of its grenades. Popping the pin, he tossed it into the crocodile's open mouth, then dove to the side, covering his head with both hands. An excruciating moment later, a small explosion split the air, shattering the silence of the night. As the smell of smoke and blood filled his nostrils, Bill rolled over in time to see the crocodile sink back into the water, its snout mauled beyond recognition. Bill had faced down the crocodile and somehow survived. In the next few days, Bill would be reprimanded for the destruction of native wildlife. In spite of his punishment, he never apologized. And I'm glad he didn't, because if he hadn't acted so quickly, he may have been killed. I wouldn't be here today, seeing that Bill, that young man from the mountains of Virginia, was my grandfather. Thank you guys all for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like this story, I'll have more like it coming soon. If you want to hear a story about what happened after I got hit in the face with a stick when I was a little kid, all right, check out this one. And if you like to laugh, check out my shorts. Thanks for watching. God bless.